What business are you into? Now, you may say, I am a self-employed, I am a professional, an entrepreneur, corporate executive, a freelancer, or a homemaker. Essentially, all of these mean that you are in the business of speaking. Yeah. And in this video, I'm going to talk about certain very, very important aspects about your area of work, about the business of speaking that we need to pay attention to and how they can be the deal maker or deal breaker. So stay on right until the end. Hi, I'm Aastha Tatia, daughter of two rock-solid pillars, mother to a lovely daughter, wife of a humor king, an engineer, MBA, corporate executive turned anchor person, now an author and a happiness coach, helping leaders become the most sought-after leaders by having deep connections and meaningful relationships in their organizations. If you find this video meaningful, then please hit the like button. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done it already. So when I say business of speaking, ever been in a situation where you said something and the other person got irked? आपको समझ ही नहीं आया कि ये मैंने ऐसा क्या बोल दिया कि सामने वाले को नहीं अच्छा लगा, right? या फिर आप किसी जगह चुप रहे because आपको लगा अभी silence is better, is more precious, लेकिन सामने वाले को इस बात पर गुस्सा आ गया कि आप silent क्यों हैं? हाँ? Now, there are two important points that I want to make here. One is about you, that obviously you may say, how will I know what the other person really wants? You're right. Which brings us to the first important point, that unless you speak, the other person will not understand what do you want. It's the basic, the fundamental thing. आप किसी भी एरिया में हैं, पर्सनल स्पेस में है, प्रोफेशनल स्पेस में है, with your kids, with your spouse, partner, clients, team, your investor, colleague, anybody who you are with, each of these is a relationship that you want to nurture. You want to have a powerful one, right? लेकिन अगर आप बोल नहीं रही हैं, if you're not speaking, then the other person doesn't know. They have no other way to understand. Right. So the first important thing is, which we often miss out, we want people to guess. Sorry, they cannot. So go and speak. Let them know. If your client doesn't let you know what he or she wants, then what will happen? So how particular you are in extracting what their needs are and then catering completely 100% to them, right? That applies everywhere. Right? So first thing is, take that responsibility of speaking up, sharing with the other person, letting them know what the situation is, what do you want, what is happening, speaking up. Okay, that's your responsibility. Number one. Number two, the other part of the same situation that I spoke about, you said something and the other person got irked. You didn't say something and the other person got irked. Now that is, I would say, a skill that can be learned. It also comes from what's your context, right? And whether both you and the other person are on the same page. Are you both sharing a common context, a common vision? कई बार आपने देखा होगा in your maybe in your relationship with your spouse, you said something and the other person got irked because you are coming from somewhere else, he is on some other page. Yeah. Now these are areas where you can be a little more sensitive, little more proactive in thinking, in maybe just guessing that what the other person may need. It's not about उसे जरूरत होगी तो वो बोल देगा, उसने नहीं बोला तो शायद जरूरत नहीं है. Got it? But if a little cherry on that cake, even with your clients, a little cherry is when you give that little extra which the other person was not expecting. What does it then do? It turns around the complete thing, right? The whole experience is next level and it takes your relationship also to the next level. That is what I'm talking about. The other person may have said, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, okay? Or leave me alone. Or this is it. Now please don't disturb me, right? But Remember, we spoke about the pain behind the pain, the need behind the need. तो वो जो बोला उसके पीछे क्या होगा? We're all human beings at the end. We're all at the core, we want the same things. So the other person may say, enough. But what can you say in that moment? And that's all that you have to take, which comes with experience, which comes with what your intention is, what your context is. But what could be that phrase or those words that I speak in that moment, or I refrain from speaking, I want to speak, but I refrain, which can turn into cherry on the cake. So that's the other thing that I want to mention here. And if you see the basic core or the foundation of this whole thing is that if I am not speaking, or if I'm speaking the way I want, I do not pay attention, which is nobody actually talks much on that, though people are getting more aware and they're into it now, but कोई इस बारे में ज़्यादा बात नहीं करता कि अच्छा ऐसा क्यों बोला या ये बोलने का क्या impact है. We are very cool and casual about it. We think it's not a big deal, and it can turn out to be disastrous. I'm sure you've had your experiences personally as well as professionally. So if you really want the relations to go to the next level, if you want to be at peace, at calm, then remember, it needs work. You cannot shy away from this saying that he or she can just let me know. It doesn't matter. This is one-off case. No. You have to proactively work on your speaking skills, what you say, how you say, when you say. Yeah. And the basics. And if you want that cherry on the cake, then you also need to start thinking from what extra can I provide? What more can I do? If it's your child, what can I say here? He's crying, I've hugged him, but maybe what can I say here which will really soothe him or her? What can I do? Or maybe what I want to say, but can refrain from saying right now. And same way for your partner, maybe for your client, maybe a colleague of yours, or maybe a teammate who's committed a blunder. How can I say what I want to say, which will be uplifting rather than disempowering? So those are certain things that I wanted to share with you. I hope you got the message. And I would say go ahead and work on it if you already haven't done it, because there are a lot of factors that influence it. Your beliefs, what's going on here, which will stop you from saying something. There'll be certain beliefs which will prompt you into, no, how can you do this? I'm going to say this. I'm going to tell him, right? But that one word extra, that one word lesser is going to make a huge difference. So what needs to be addressed. क्या रोक रहा है, क्या पीछे खींच रहा है, उसको address करना जरूरी है, because you are in the business of speaking. Do hit the like button if you found this meaningful, relatable, and also subscribe to the channel. I'm going to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.